Today's episode is brought to you by Grum, the Upside Down Dog, reminding you to take a look at your life from a different perspective every once in a while. Hello everyone and welcome to my Let's Play. My name is Sam and this is Lacelandia. In all honesty, I don't know who did this, but I don't hate it because he's cute and I've never seen the dogs upside down before, so that's fun. Today we're just gonna go over a few things before I have a nice little surprise for you. But first, let's go ahead and look at what I've done right here. So I went on stream the other day on Twitch and made a to-do list for the end of the season. So whenever I have a little project list or something like that, I do tend to work a little bit better, more efficiently. So I'm hoping that I might be able to even expand this. If I have other ideas, I'll put them on these other ones I've already lit up. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and leave them on until I have something to do for them, because I think they look better on whenever they're just in the wall here without the sign in front of them and stuff. But you can see here I actually have stuff that we've already talked about and a few newer things. Obviously, the first thing I want to get done is the King Triton Castle. I have been talking about this since the beginning, and I'm just really excited to see it done. I also got a little bit of work done on that, so we'll go see what the updates are on that. I also would like to finish up the mining shooting game that I have in the minigame district. I did have some very helpful friends help me with the exterior on that as well as the first level, but I do need to finish up all the other parts of it. So like I need to finish up the exterior a little bit. I do want to update it just a little bit to keep it more in line with the aesthetic. And then I'm going to do the first level. I need to figure out what I'm going to do instead of armor stands, like how I'm going to arrange everything. And then we'll do the nether tree area and then the soul sand valley. So we will look into that probably next episode. But I do have a bamboo farm and sugarcane farm. That's for the back area back here. I want to make those into redstone farms so they are automatic before the download, or before the end of the season, I should say. And then the lower area renovation at base. This space right here, actually. I would like to do something a little bit different with this in particular, but I don't know quite what yet. I guess I did make it into a to-do list, so but I do want to add just something extra in this particular space, but I'm going to mull it over, maybe give it a little while I'm moving back and forth between it, because I use this area a lot, and I feel like it could be a little bit better because of how highly trafficked it is and the fact that it is the entrance to and from the base through the nether portal. And then I also would like to do a melon farm and a cactus farm, as well as renovate the community center spider XP farm. There's a little spider spawner that's at spawn, obviously, but it has this weird mechanic where they want you to like turn on and off the lamp at the spawner itself. So you have to go back through this little tunnel, and it's really awkward, is all I'm trying to say, to turn it off and on. So I want to probably build up some redstone to be able to just flick it on and off, so it'll be easier to use. But that other than this parkour minigame, which I was thinking about using for practice, we are gonna have like a event in a few weeks where we're gonna all go through, I guess, some sort of map and stuff. So we'll see. But I would like to just build that up just to be able to practice, because I am awful at it. But yeah, so this is the project board. It is lever based back here. It doesn't work if you just put the levers on the redstone lamp. If you put it on the redstone lamp directly, what happens is then the redstone lamp is powered, and then it actually powers the two that are actually the four that are around it. So this block becomes a powered block if when this light is on, if this lever is directly behind it. So I ended up having to put a little bit of a buffer between that with these stone, the stone blocks here. That way it just turns on the one. I did test it to make sure that that worked afterward, but I did this in stream, and when I first did it, I didn't have the stone blocks in there. So I thought about it, and I was like, you know what? I didn't even test it to see if it worked. I just threw it up and then ended the stream because I was done and didn't have any more time. And then it had occurred to me that it was a flaw in the design because of that. So we had to do it just a little bit of a different thing, but it worked out pretty well. So I added a couple of portholes, and I put some dark oak stairs around the edge of the ship, so that way it'll give it a little bit more depth. And I think that worked out pretty well. I actually added a little bit of shape to the porthole as well on this side, and the same goes on the other side. Let's go have a look at that. But please let me know in the comments what kind of other details I could add in here to make this more ship-like. Are there are there certain aspects of the ship that I've just completely forgotten about to add in here? Maybe just adding a line of trapdoors somewhere just to make it look like it's kind of following the shape of the lip of the ship that I've created up top, so it kind of sinks correctly. But I don't know, I'm just kind of stuck a little bit. But I think the next thing I'm going to do is actually focus on the interior to see if there is a way that I could start building up the rooms that are going to be within this. There's not going to be too many. I think there's just going to be like maybe one or two. Uh-oh, it's raining outside, but I'm going to clear out all this sand and stone and at least make a nice throne room. If not, maybe some additional rooms in the area to make it a little bit more rounded, like maybe make an observation to the outside or something along those lines. So this is what the ship is looking like right now, or should I say castle, since that seems to be what my mind is set on. We've been invited to go see Darumia's base, so let's head on over and see what kind of crazy contraptions we can get ourselves lost in.
Alright, so this over here is my first base. It looks incomplete because it is, and part of it is because it got destroyed a couple times.
Oh no!
Yeah, so originally this building here was a villager trading hall, and because it's so close to spawn, it went through a couple of raids and
Mm-hmm.
everyone died.
Oh no! Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, okay,
So
okay.
So my original plan when I got into this realm was I wanted to adopt the same type of aesthetic that I did in the previous realm that we were in,
Mm-hmm.
and that was my idea initially.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to make this building like a community building, and I wanted to make it so that everyone could trade.
Okay.
That didn't really work
No.
for anyone really.
Yeah.
Not only were there a whole bunch of assaults with creepers and stuff like that, but again, raids. And people would not complete them. They would just leave the raid and leave. And it's just, ah.
There's like 7 stages of it. Like I wish you could like choose how many you could deal with, you know?
See, the thing is that if people were to just leave it, it's fine. When I get back on, I just deal with it myself, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes works. But being so close to spawn, it's loaded all the time,
Mm-hmm.
so no one survived. It was a constant struggle of trying to make it so that they wouldn't die,
Mm-hmm.
and then replacing them when they would, and you know how getting specific traits for villages is.
Wow. It is so
Um,
frustrating, and I remember on the other realm I was trying to do one by my base, and they just like wouldn't sync with their workstations either. So there was a lot of inconsistencies with that, and I imagine having to rebuild that was really frustrating.
yeah. So basically, as I was just trying to make the building as I was adding villagers. Um, I'll show you up here. This up here. Oh, look at it. There used to be a storage system here with all the different crops and stuff
Yeah,
to trade with the villagers. I don't need that.
it's a
Well,
lot of melons.
I don't need that. Obviously this is automatic. I'll just show you how it links together.
Oof.
There was a
I'm so
item
graceful.
elevator here,
Okay. Okay. I see. I see.
and it will connect with this rail here. So all of it was very smart, and I think some of it still works. I don't think that's a minecart though. Let me, nope, it's empty. So when this system here will detect that there's sugar canes, which are
Mm-hmm.
used to be up here,
Mm-hmm.
the minecart will divert that way instead of go straight down. And so it was a whole bunch of systems like that, trying to collect systems from all the automatic farms that
Mm-hmm.
are here. The only ones that still work, well, some of them were done automatically with the villagers. You know how you fill up the inventory and then they throw the excess.
Mm-hmm.
So some of them were like that, and the only one that's working right now is here, the melon and pumpkin one right now. But again, there's no minecart, so and I also took out the pistons of the crazy.
Oh, okay. So is there like a, would you just like break these, or do you have an automatic braking system for your melons?
So there used to be pistons. That's
Okay.
it was all connected to redstone through here. Like
Oh, down this
redstone would
way.
come from downstairs. When
Mm-hmm.
the minecart passes through, it
Mm-hmm.
would send a signal to trigger the pistons, and all of them would break.
How did you just observe this block instead of the stem like they do in Java?
No, 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 no. So around right here,
Mm.
I would put a detector rail. So when the minecart would pass through it, is when the pistons would trigger. It wouldn't be like
Oh.
in Java how you usually put
Mm.
the
Mm.
big
You weren't
rows
detecting
through it.
anything but the
No,
minecart going by.
right. I
Okay.
have used both systems, but Bedrock is different. And the ones that you use for Java to look at the stems to see if they have a change, those
They
don't work.
no, they don't. So.
So there was a pot here and pots here. They all had different crops. Like I had the potatoes and the carrots and the wheat, and all of that will get sorted automatically up there where on the second floor where the empty spot is.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the sugar cane. Again, I took out all the redstone, so it's just
Mm.
there.
Interesting.
My portal used to be over here where the netherrack is. But it messed with the one so I spawned, so I had to get rid
Yeah.
of it when I left.
Okay.
So this was more or less my first date.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. Sounds like a lot of work.
Yeah.
and an unfortunate ending of just
Yeah.
having to be around other
It was
people.
just a lot of upkeep. I couldn't just do what I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
Going again.
Oh, I almost fell.
So here's basically the beginning of what I consider my fate. I just put it as my domain here.
Nice. Domain.
Yeah. This is the last project I've worked on down there. That's a gold farm.
Yeah. I stumbled upon this when I was trying to find the mesa.
Yeah.
And I was like,
So
what?
originally was this first quadrant here,
Mm.
and I was like, this is a lot of empty space. I could basically make this a lot better, better rate. So I just quadrupled it little by time. Took
Wow.
a lot of time. You already know how it goes with little eggs and all that.
I am too scared to fly in the nether. I'm
This scaffolding.
I'm taking the chicken route. Glass here? Oh man, this connected glass terrifies me.
I disabled that. I couldn't do it.
Okay.
Building with that is so scary. But I do like it though. But so I
This
might
is
just download it again. But to
crazy.
build with it is really tough.
Yeah. Oh, so you have villagers down here too.
Yeah. So basically, you just wait here, AFK here, and you will see how the sunlight factor.
Oh, okay. So this is where you stand, and this is where the magic happens.
This way.
Oh wow, it's still working.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it work before.
If you get down here through the vine, you can see the pickup system with the vine card.
I'm such a scaredy cat. Okay.
So I basically decided to build it over the lava lake because it makes it easier to mob proof for anything else that is in the Sunlify. But I did obviously slab everything else that would still be issue with gas and all that stuff. Over here is where basically they unload everything through all these hoppers, and then another elevator. I try to always use this type of item elevator because you're not coming.
I was just making sure I was on the glass. I can't see it.
All of this is safe. All of this is safe. I could put rails later.
Okay. So this is your item elevator right here?
Yes.
Okay.
I always use this design because it's one of the best silent types, but it's not always silent when it comes to
So, okay. How does it...
This is the same item elevator I had where the hut was back in the other base. It will carry all the different crops.
So why is there one that doesn't have an observer up there?
So if you see from this side, it's one observer and then one gold rail. So every time one observer triggers the gold rail, then the other receives it. But it could just be observers too. It's all a matter to save resources if you need to.
Wow.
It's a gold farm,
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So that's how it goes up?
Yeah.
Huh.
You see it flat?
I am terrified of the lava, so I'm dipping.
Right, let's go back.
Wow. Okay, I see. They're more like L-shaped. Okay, so you have two columns of observers, but one of them is...
Right. I did a sideways elevator here too.
Okay. You can...
You jump.
So you can make it go any direction, basically.
Yes. And again, it's mostly silent. But because of realms, you might hear a click here and there.
Right. Oh my gosh. How did you build this? I mean, without like having an anxiety attack.
Patience. Lots and lots of patience.
No way.
I always ridicule people that hate the nether because I'm like, it's easy.
It's not easy.
No, it's really is a lot of patience.
I'm terrified.
All of this space was netherrack. Like up to where you see the forest over there. This part over here, I would say with the map, the first space of map block started that was all from this point
Oh, wow.
upwards.
Yeah.
Netherite. And
Wow.
I mined all of that to make the space.
Oh
To
my
go.
gosh, I see. All the way up to the bedrock.
Yeah, it
Oh,
took ages.
wow. So you totally removed all of this stuff. You deliberately
Yeah,
built over lava.
correct. It was either to find a bigger space or to just build it where I already had a base. So I chose the latter.
Well, you were very determined then.
Yes, yes.
That's
And of
crazy.
course, I had a bit of help.
Well,
I
yeah,
don't play by myself. I play with my wife.
of course.
I like to more or less build what she gathers resources, and that's
Hmm.
how it goes. But for when it came to the mining, it was all hands on deck.
Yeah.
And it doesn't all go to waste because all the netherrack, I'm sure you noticed the furnaces over there. There's a couple more over here. All that
Ah,
netherrack is still burning. It's still cutting into bits. I gotta empty this out of some.
oh my gosh.
And always when I need some XP, I lock the furnaces here.
Oh
I
yeah.
grab an item, and then everything is fixed. I don't ever need XP for anything
Wow.
because I always can heal just like that.
Wow. I heard that. How many levels did you just get, you know?
I'm level 40 now,
Oh wow.
but with all the furnaces, you can easily hit 50 every time.
Is this like an indicator here?
So this is obviously a battery farm.
Yes.
You put the gold on this side. You go up here and put in this map right here.
Hmm. Okay.
And the gold, of course, you pick from the gold comes from over there. And then all the items get sorted here, already marked. Oh, so this, I really like this part of the sorting because it automatically filters out the potions and the water bottles back here. And that was
Oh.
really tough to figure out, but I'm like, you could filter that and, those kind of
Yeah.
items like that. That was
Mm-hmm.
crazy for me to find out.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got the idea when I saw Etho do.
Yeah. Yeah. I was very happy to find out that that would carry over to
It
bedrock.
tries to just do the non-stackables and then the non-stackables to the potions and then
Mm-hmm.
whatever is left ends up in this hopper here. Sometimes the potions ends up
Okay.
over here. Or unless no, it's good. And then the iron when I like the boots,
Mm-hmm.
grind it here,
Mm-hmm.
here,
Yeah, and then that gives you
the
XP
extra because
too.
the battering also gives the
Wow.
iron.
So these are all the
This
different
also is
things you can
by
get? Wow.
Hito to refill shulker box.
Mm-hmm. Really?
And yes, so if I put my redstone box here, it starts to refill.
Yes. He was just doing this in his
Yeah.
most recent base. I love
Yeah.
that idea. You can do that here?
Yeah.
What?
I don't know if you remember, but I told you a long time ago that I like to collect.
Mm-hmm.
So my idea is basically to build around trying to figure out how can I get all the items basically.
Yeah.
It's funny that I say that I still have not made a cobblestone, but it's like I never had to.
Well, there's one at
I'm always
spawn.
mining. I'm always mining though. So this is the overflow there. But you
Oh
already
my
know
gosh.
how.
Wow.
Sure you know how those work, right? The sorting system.
I'm super impressed with your shulker keeper here.
My system is not as like for my endership. It's
Mm-hmm.
not as specific as Ethos,
Mm-hmm.
but it's inspired by his too.
Yeah, definitely. Everybody's got to do what works for them.
This one here is my main point.
Okay.
This here is all color coded basically for the different parts. This is my sources.
Oh,
It's
okay.
for the different parts of the different redstone that goes together.
Yeah.
The bottom part is the deep storage basically.
Yeah.
So the deep storage, if you go this way, you can see that at least the cobblestone part of it, and the ones that really require it, like the think I don't remember if that's netherrack, but it could have been, have an extension to the bulk part of it so that they never fill up. Again, item elevator to shulker to barrel.
So what is this? What is this specifically right here? What is this?
This here is a shulker loader. So my chest filled up really quickly, and I was like, let me just extend downwards. And I started unloading the shulkers with the items that were getting filtered.
So these are all shulker boxes right here that go through there?
The shulker boxes get stored inside of this dispenser here.
Uh-huh.
So what happens is when the hopper and on top of the shulker starts to getting filled up, that means that the shulker is full. The comparator that detects it, and that will then make it so that this redstone line triggers, pushing that piston, breaking the shulker, and at the same time, the signal is traveling from the bottom, then travels upwards, hits the dispenser again, and another shulker gets dispensed. The one that breaks here goes through these hoppers, and it goes like in through the middle of the signals, and then goes from the bottom and then back up to the barrel.
Wow. Okay. I see what you did there. Okay.
It's like it's simple and complicated at the same time because there's so many things crossing.
Right. There's a lot of little details like, oh well, it's just this one, but the line's crossed here, and so you kind of
right.
Yeah. It just gets a little bit more complicated with each piece that you put on there.
That this also connects to minecart unloader. The minecart unloader is here because there's this hole here.
Yeah. Oh.
Just to have minecart is traveling upwards from here as I was digging down, and
oh my gosh.
as I was digging and filling the minecarts would then travel up through what used to connect to this line.
Oh.
Sorry. And then the minecarts would unload here, and then they will all process through all.
Okay.
What I like over here is that the coal and the iron ore will automatically smelt here. I really like doing that part.
Yeah. So, and then you just have it output here for whenever you want to pick it up.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh wow! It's still working because I don't know if I told you I'm working on the oasis on this side.
Okay.
Which is what I wanted to show you. Let me go up here on the wall.
Oh, what?
So this is my current project on this.
Wait. Where'd you go? Okay, there you are. Ugh.
Oh no! You can go through the scaffolding too.
What scaffolding?
Yeah, scaffolding.
Oh, over there. Okay. Let me see if I can.
Do you need an ender pearl?
I got it.
Okay. All right, here we go. So this is my current project here. The water used to be up to where most of the islands are, the Stern Islands. And I was like, let me just try to match it to where this river is. This river, you can see the different color in the biome.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
A crater over here. So I'm using this crater here as like what determines where all the water will go. So this is my current project here. This is what's going to be my new villager trading hall at some point.
Oh wow. This is crazy.
And it's gonna have the same sort of system. It's gonna collect all the different crops stuff and also head towards the same storage over there.
Okay. I like your Mario too.
Slowly taking shape, but I'm trying to make it like a blackstone sort of castle as the outer shell.
Okay, I see what you mean. Oop.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm gonna do really great on that parkour challenge we're gonna do.
You started practicing over your pool?
I was gonna build it. Yeah. I could just come over here and practice.
Alright. So this leads towards the current mining operation. And here's where I'm getting my the timer.
Your baconator here.
Yep.
All right.
You get on top of the fly up.
I see.
Oh no.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Is there a way to get out here?
Yeah. You suck. All right, let's go back up the sand.
Okay.
I missed. Oh, did you next to me? Oh, I got you.
Hi.
How did you keep me? Yeah, so here's my iron farm. I don't know if it's working at the time. No, yeah, it's not working right now. The bed were moved or something. So this one's okay.
It's work time.
Let's see.
Ding,
Back to my base this way.
Huh. What an interesting pattern down here. Oh, I suppose this is where we were supposed to fly out of, huh? Nope.
No, that's fine. No, the one we were gonna fly out of is over here, which is funny that you don't see it, right? Because it's a beacon, right?
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
So why doesn't the light come out? It's right here.
It does have a beak. What? Is it just because it's out of our render distance? Jeez.
I don't know what it is.
It's
I
so.
do have another beacon on this side.
Yeah.
And this one you can see. So, see, this two you can see right here. So I don't get why it doesn't work. I don't know.
Yeah. It takes a minute for it to load in, though. How far down is this beacon, though?
That one isn't as deep. That one maybe 20 blocks from the surface.
That's my theory then. It's just too far down.
That could be it. Here.
I like this.
House, this house used to operate another forest or another trees.
Yeah. Farm.
Automatic farm, but I was basing it on one of Tango's designs, but it didn't fully translate to bedrock. So scrap.
Yeah.
So instead, I just store.
I did a lot of manual nether tree farming. I really could have used something like that if it worked.
I mean, I know of another one that works, and I may try the one that Silent made in his room with the gas and all that.
Oh.
But I don't know if I'm going to bother doing all of that for this season. Maybe do it for next.
Yeah, maybe next season. Doors, so complicated.
If I need to add fuel, I throw it into this water here. If I need to add, say, sand or whatever I need to smelt, I throw it on this one.
Okay, that's awesome. I love this interface. This is great.
Yeah, so all the items end up in this middle one here.
Oh, wow.
And I'll show you more or less.
Do you even have like an indicator that you're out of fuel or anything, or do you just know?
At the time, I just go to the back here and check the furnaces.
Okay.
All of them have some right now. I do plan on trying to add an indicator, except as you can see, there's redstone spaghetti. There's no room. So how on this side, it's repeated on both sides.
Yeah.
There's a rotation of furnaces. So at any one time, I cannot tell what one furnace is going to have versus the other. So at least a line of it.
Yeah.
So it's a little tricky to do it, but it is possible to at least extract what the fuel in these hoppers here. Is the ones that feed on the fuel.
Oops.
So that much I can do.
Hi.
Oh, you fell down?
I fell.
Okay. The theme for this building we're standing on is basically like a type of abandoned lab. It's
Okay.
evolved over time, but that's more or less how it goes. I wish that I didn't have to mock proof so extensively, so that
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like it takes a bit from it, but it's basically like I found a building that was broken, and I started to try to fix it up as the time went on.
Wow. Okay.
This is my total habit. I had someone steal a couple of turtles.
What?
This is really ridiculous. But I'm gonna show you something a base for someone that used to live near me
Mm-hmm.
that they chose to move close to me just to steal from me. It's it's, it's so bizarre. Like if like I could go visit and see that you have my items. Like what are you doing? And the reason that I know that this person was doing this
Mm-hmm.
is because a children of mine went missing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I have named it for whatever content they had, and they
Yeah.
found it over here. So it's like a giveaway. Like, come on.
Right?
So is this random kid? I gotta assume it was
Oh
who got
gosh.
into the realm and was really really annoying. That's the best way to describe it.
Phantoms.
This person was annoying.
That sucks. That they
And they
like
wanted to
deliberately came
really,
to you.
really, really badly build a iron farm, which is what this is supposed to be.
Mm. Okay.
And we kept telling this person, hey, iron farms don't work the same as they do in Java. So you're just wasting your time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And still they built it.
Yep.
So that's what this is.
These poor villagers.
Let's head to the storage system. This is what I basically spent most of my time on.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you a quick rundown
Wow.
of
This
what
is
consists to tell you how it works. Is come on.
Please.
So you can either place shulkers in this barrel,
Okay.
or you can place a shulker against this yellow terracotta right here.
Okay.
Either way, if you place the shulker here, it will empty out. If you place the shulker in here, it will go through the system, empty out, and end up in here. No wait, in this side, on this barrel. So obviously all the items will cycle through all of this Triton spaghetti back here. You can actually, if I put a shulker, you could actually see it in work, but I don't have a shulker to empty.
Oh wow. So let me get this straight. So you can just put your shulker in the barrel or right here, whichever one's most convenient.
Mm-hmm.
And then
like if you have a couple of shulkers, you put it here.
Yeah.
Process. And if you want to just
do one. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. So then this is just for you to storage it.
Yeah.
Wow. And then this is where you. Wow.
It
This
just
is
have the
crazy.
caveat that it has to at least be this many items. If it's not that many items, or if it's not stackable, it works too. But if it's not that many items, then you kind of have to press this button to get it to upstart.
Okay.
Because otherwise it doesn't detect down there, and it's a minecart system that goes through all.
Okay,
it doesn't detect that it has to move.
That makes sense.
Because it's a minecart loader, it can only process basically one stack or one item at a time, and it's a bit slow.
Right.
But because it's that type of system, it's basically every chest here is multi-storage.
Wow.
So all the types of sand and sandstone, all the types of cobblestone with cobblestone.
All the woods and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I think this is really cool. This is really cool. I would love to know how to do this. For real.
I can show you a couple of videos of people that at least get the idea of how it works.
Please do. Send me those links.
And
I will study and watch them because this is amazing. I would love to be able to build an auto sorting system like this.
the thing about it is that you won't learn a couple of things until you start doing it yourself.
Oh yeah.
It's very, very, very specific on what the things you can do,
Mm-hmm.
the speed in which you can go.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah. Interesting.
We're down here.
Oh, this is, dude, this is brilliant to use these to get in here.
Thanks. Don't remember how I got the idea, but yeah, I noticed that.
That's so smart. Because you can just fit right through them. Wow.
So this does have observers, so it's a bit automatic.
Yeah.
And a bit manual too. But
okay.
What you do is you break all of these.
Yeah.
And then they all go up, go through the hoppers, and automatically smelt of it.
So how did you get them to go over? Oh, okay. So they're just on a hopper line there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just get pushed with the water up here.
Yeah, and it just goes over it.
This is what I would call my home, but it's basically where I stay the most. This used to be my XP farm, but it's again the furnace. So
yeah.
When this is off, the spawner is on, and the mobs go off from this water side.
Yeah.
Go up and then drop on.
Ah.
It sometimes has creepers inside, which is why just to close at this other time. Creepers have blown up. But and as you can see as well,
did you make it, or do they just spawn in the dungeon down there, you think?
I think I know why they spawn. So I noticed this room is what I want to say. I noticed this room, and the door was open, so I thought maybe the creepers were coming from this side.
Oh.
You saw I put a glass block to block the door.
Yeah, I picked it up.
But they still somehow end up in there. But,
okay.
Like if you go in here, there's nowhere for them to spawn it.
Let me.
Throw another problem.
I will. I just need this zombie to go away. Come on. There you go.
If you get into the corner, you can do the night vision. Right.
Okay. The only thing I can think of is they're spawning on top of the spawner block.
Right. Completely. Yeah, that's a possibility.
You could put a slab up there.
Why have a... I don't have building blocks. Still got props.
I do. There we go. I got it. Okay. I'm coming back out.
Kind of clear the way for you.
Thank you. I've got the slab on top of it for you.
All right. And please put the glass block again.
Oh, yes. Here you go. I am thoroughly impressed with everything you've done. I really want to know how to do those item elevators, like, because I've only been using the the one where you dispense it into one of the bubble vaders and then go from there.
That's fine, but it's a whole bunch of clicking and again, as silent as possible is for me.
Yeah. So that's.
Oh yeah. This small one here. It's not more or less.
What is happening?
You get the corner. Press the button. Oh, sorry. It's kind of tough. You tap and then you jump
Oh,
up.
oh, it's a slime launcher.
Yes.
Oh, fun. Let me try it.
You get on the corner. You have to be on the corner so that
Oh,
you can press on the button. Otherwise, you hit the string.
I understand.
Try the other side. This side.
Over here. Yeah,
There you go.
that worked.
There you are. I plan on doing more things like this.
Yeah, that's fun.
The other bit that I have for a bit of movement is this thing here. This is not just for show. This is to use the Triton. Triton here. The
Ah,
idea is to basically get around like this
yeah.
through the whole village. That's part of why it's annoying.
Uh-huh. Using the riptide.
Correct.
Oh.
So there's gonna be more of these water things around the base for me to get around.
Oh, okay.
But this is my main project here.
Yeah.
So,
Is your village over there, huh?
mm-hmm.
Okay.
But at the same, it's like I think it's like you, where you like to have multiple projects going on at the same time.
Oh yeah. And they all have
So,
different elements of like the
right.
game to just keep it interesting, because if you're just doing redstone or you're just building, it can get so monotonous.
Yeah. So right now it's basically get the blackstone for this shelf here and then going on that.
Yeah, you could definitely do a lot with that idea of the castle shell of the blackstone. I can see where you have a good outline for it too, with everything. You could even build like a little. You could even build like a little dock down here. So it's like an extension of the castle.
Yes. That's more or less the idea.
Well, I'm gonna go start some lunch, but thank you so much. If you want to do this at the end of the season after you guys get everything built up, I would love that.
Yeah, sure. We can do a follow-up.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Well, thank you again. I really do appreciate it, man.
All right.
All right. That's going to wrap it up for me today. Thanks for joining. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Take care, and we'll see you next time.